All right, so I'm going to actually, oh, before that was there, actually I cleaned up really well as an update to the last video. But I am going to attempt to just get a kind of a baseline cleanup here. When you keep your beard free of products or just as you're going through the day, things kind of go awry. Of course, I'm trying to film my wife's got a bag there. So helps the I think I just need to keep a brush on me at times so I can kind of keep things straight. So here's one thing I like to do. I like to just comb this like kind of down and back. I think that's a good look. This is kind of down. This kind of naturally just goes back. My chin, I like to just comb it, kind of spread it out like a fan. And then look at my mustache. So it's kind of going straight down. I'm going to try cleaning that up. One thing about my hair is when it's on my face, I can actually cut it. By the way, I'm 6'9", and looking at the mirror, it's a big mirror. Like it's a big mirror, but this is like what I see if I don't bend down. So here's what I do like. Let's see what I can see. I've got this part is actually going over. It's been just doing that on its own, just like naturally like comes down and then swooping, which is nice. And this one is kind of too. I had a little fork in there that I cut, little space, a gap. So I'll do that again. Some of these go down. I think I'm gonna square this up though, which is, I don't know, because I was debating on squaring it up because it has been going over, but it won't stay over throughout the day. And every now and then you get a little bit of something just hitting on those tips. But that tip might be a good example of something to cut. Then, I probably won't put wax in my mustache tonight because it's late and I'm going to be going to bed, so there's no point. And I just found it. It is called Badger. I got this at Whole Foods, which I was looking at Target, not thoroughly. I could not find mustache wax, but I did find this one at a grocery store. It's a hard, really hard yellow wax. So you know when it's hard in the can that it's actually going to be a really strong hold on your face. Back to what I'm going to clean this up some. What I'm actually trying to attempt is to make it look like when I'm just naturally at work or throughout the day that I don't look homeless. I have been trimming this shorter. I'll put guards on my clippers and I'll go like a 3, and then you can slide it. So like a 3.5, 3, 2.5, 2, and a 1. Time for a haircut. But I'm gonna have my wife, for the most part, this looks really clean. I watch these barbershop videos, and one thing I'm super jealous of is all these barbershop videos where they do the beard. They do a really good job and it looks really relaxing, but I don't feel like anybody in my area knows anything about beards, or because beards are just starting to become a thing, I think. But I don't know if I wouldn't know if the barber that I've gone to in the past would know anything about a beard. Although I think she would attempt to clean this up, and she's got good, skilled hands. But what I'm gonna have my wife do is we're gonna just kind of comb it a couple times, and anything that just kind of hangs over, we're gonna hit it with the straight edge of the clipper. So that would help. There's a little like pokiness here. I think I'm gonna try to take that off. I like the shape of this beard. Some people do these like straight down like this, but I feel like this has a nice, it's fairly even, and on the side, it's just the right kind of, it might puff out a little bit there, but it's actually kind of the right kind of roundness, and even kind of round, just because it comes off my face and then naturally rounds off. So it actually has a very full look, because when it comes off your face, it comes off kind of out and then gravity pulls things down. I've always been cutting my cheekbones. I've been cutting my neck until just recently I actually grew down to where I don't cut my neck. I've been cutting right that little, right that little spot. I've been liking in the past to come through with my clippers and just kind of catch it. One thing I do think is on these barbershop videos, I mean, we are talking about master barbers. We're talking about like the biggest beard channels. I actually feel like they're all making a mistake doing something. They will come through and, I mean, your hair does something new every day. So comb it. There might be little pieces that stick out here and there. And what they do is they come down with their clipper and just whatever's sticking out, they shave it. They just shave. And here's the thing. It actually, I can't hold it with that hand. This hand's getting tired. It looks great on the video because they literally just shaped it to that actual perfect look. Like your hair is in place and shaped to exactly how it should be for that moment. So they cut it for the moment. I don't feel like that's how it would be. If there's a little piece sticking out for this one time, I wouldn't cut it out. You can literally get it to go in. Maybe just spend an extra second and it'll go in. Like now if you cut it off, you're gonna have a short piece there. So I think most, you can't see me. I think most beard channels actually do the wrong thing and you say, well, it looks great. Yeah, it looks great. They're literally cutting it for the moment. It's almost like people where you go to get your hair styled, it looks great because they literally cut it to the shape that it is when you leave the barbershop. Like it's swooped this way and it all lines up. And a lot of times it was like cut right there. If something's like sticking out, they cut it. They like, boop. But as you know, you like sleep on your beard, it moves. It's not what it always is. Like there's a little piece here. I might get that. The reason I might get that is because the beard kind of goes down and like this kind of like a little like an edge. So like it might grow straight. It won't like necessarily go back. So this like straight one plus the white ones, not only are they noticeable in color, but they don't behave right. They stick straight out. So, all right, so let's see if I can get a nice clean up here. And we'll go to the next location.
So at least you can just see what I'm looking at.
Okay. All right, we're going to attempt to knock off. I'm holding the camera. You can just come straight down, I mean, however you think. You can just touch it, you know. You don't even have to draw, you can just... On the neck, on the farther part, just come straight in, like come straight towards me. Okay. All right, so it was hard to film and cut because we're in the light and the camera. I'm holding the camera, but a little bit more of a cleaned up look. Hopefully it worked. I even looked at it, and then we did clean up my neck. I feel like if you clean up your neck, you can do a haircut less often. So, all right, I think it actually turned out decent. And the reason you want to comb it down a little bit, you actually just comb it a couple times, is because every day your hair is just gonna be slightly different, and you're just trying to get those little bits that stick out. It's kind of like speeders on the freeway. Cops are looking for those 15 mile an hour over the speed limit people, where everyone else might be doing 5 or 10. The 15 stick out. So crazy thing is, like literally this side of my face, I've said it before, is like different. This side is naturally like squared and this one is round, and that's not cutting. And actually it's squared too. I just have to pull it out. It just naturally rounds itself. So let me try my mustache. I don't know if I'm actually gonna, my plan was to go wider. I'm gonna get a little notch in here. I'm not gonna do wax, but this part sticks down. I'm gonna definitely get that piece. Even though I think by combing it, I actually comb it out. And I might even comb it just down and see what kind of hangs, what just naturally is longer. Hair all grows at different rates. You're just trying to equalize it. So, and I don't feel like a long beard's any better than a short beard. I feel like there's a sweet spot, and I kind of feel like I'm in that sweet spot, maybe a little longer, and I wanted a really sweet mustache. I've yet to see what I can do. So I just found my wax. Here's the thing I like to do to find the longer pieces is I just comb it out like this, and I look, where is there something long? And then I will come back and get it. I'm not just like hacking any of this. I am like looking for long. I see a couple long pieces right there. Look at that white one that sticks out. There's another thing too. You've got all these different viewing angles. You've got like, how does it look here? And you turn your head. I can't do my, turn your head and you look different angles. It's like here, 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 here. All right, I think this is good for now. I got a cleared here, knocked out some of these, cleaned up the back. The morning I'll shave the part. I do want to really see what I can get going on with my I can't hold it there. My mustache. I've got all this length. I feel like once I style it and curl it, I'll knock off the really higher, longer parts, and then it'll make it look fuller. So, yeah. I dyed my beard at one point. You know, the gray starting to come through. It actually has like a Wolfman Jack look. So these higher parts, they're farther back, so they take longer to grow, get to the front. And I think I was clipping some of the smaller ones, but I've been keeping, look at that long one. It's crazy. Just goes down there. So, all right. Yeah, you want your beard to look good from all angles. You kind of have to like, every now and then like check like, hey, how does it look like this? Because you see yourself one way, people see you every other way. Okay, hopefully any of this was beneficial, and yeah, I'm liking this. It's good for Christmas, you know. All the top people, you know, you celebrate Christmas. Jesus had a beard. Santa has a beard. You know, all the best people at Christmas time have beards. All right, take care.